a little note before the next episode begins in earnest. Speaking with the board, we have decided to build a new ground. Not many things are determined yet. However, the new ground will be finalized, at least the plans, by June of 2027, and from there, we can determine how we want to go. Hopefully, it'll have room to get bigger, because I don't want to have to build a new ground after we build this ground. But December Center no longer fits us. We can't expand it because the board doesn't want to. Our finances are looking quite good. We have over $1 million in the bank. The board has decided we are ready to work. I'm ready to work with them. Hopefully that will be good. The episode is soon. Hello and welcome to today's episode. Last we left off, form was rough. 2 losses to start the new year was not good, especially to lower league competition. However, since then, as you can tell by the league table here, we've turned things around a little bit. We've only had one more loss to Cambridge, who are currently in first place in League One, which makes sense. Posh are now in 6th, so we're lost to a couple of good sides. This one was close, as you saw. This one was competitive. They got a couple of lucky goals here and there. The rest of the time, I mean, we've been pretty dominant overall, including with our backups. And this is not counting the fact that Abo has been missing for a couple of weeks. We still are quite a good side, all things considered. A couple of new signings. The most important one, Archie Chapman. He came in for 325k from Tottenham. He is looking... I mean, he's a League One standard player already. That's what 3 stars represents for us now, for a number of people. He can also be Championship standard one day. He comes in starting alongside Jasper Moon, who's kind of gone down in potential since we're bringing in the new signers. We still think he's going to be a leading League One player, but probably not much beyond that. Any other signings? Yes. Jorge or George Cabezes. Regardless, he's been starting for us. He came in from Watford on loan for nothing. It cost us nothing to bring him in. We were kind of panicking when the injury came down on Abo. We also lost Walsh for a couple of weeks. Month and a half, somewhere in that range. So we brought in Heskey. Jaden Heskey's going to be playing the central midfielder on attack. That's the only area he really likes to play as. So, for today's starting lineup, we are going first away against Plymouth. Wilkes is in goal, Sturge, Chaplin, Moon, and Davies in the backline. Taylor, Apaya Forson, and Heskey in midfield. Linton and Ford backing up good old King Abo. Abo and Ford have looked crappish to me, loans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, there's too many. Okay, I guess we are taking you off the bench. We're putting on Josh Nichols. Going to rotate back for there. Really need to start figuring out who my lineups are. King Abo is going to struggle. As I said, he just got back from injury a couple of days ago. Hasn't had any match time yet since then. We do have a lot of good loan players. Just some of them aren't quite good enough for this level, but we're making it work so far. We're making it work. We look like an upper mid-table side so far. Hopefully that will continue. Though, still, the striker situation for next year hasn't been decided. King Abo is out of contract last time I checked. There's a chance we could bring him in, but he is going to be expensive. That's another problem we've been having, is everyone that was an upgrade to our squad just cost too much for us. So we weren't able to bring anybody in the way we wanted to. However, still, 7 games, 13 points. Very happy with that. Form has been good. That is unusual, them having an XG over us. Most teams have not had the ability to do that so far. Good cross, and ooh, just wide. Very lucky there. We got I got out of it. Ford now at the corner. Ford with a very low swinging corner. I keep forgetting that I need to check the in some of the instructions. For whatever reason, our throw-in instruction is just atrocious. Ford now. I'm gonna play it forward. Oh my goodness, no. He's been scoring, so I don't mind him. I think he scored, what, like 8 last year, 9, 10, somewhere in that range. He's already scored 5 or 6. He has been the most dominant player at our club, barring, of course, King Abo. But that connection between the two of them is just magical. It always seems to be Ford off the right side, crossing it into King Abo. He has like a 14 or 15 cross, Ford does. So, sending it over that side, it's just been Perfect. Ooh. Oh, Sturgis taking an injury. Okay. Can switch on. Got plenty of options. We'll switch on Rodney for him. Rodney being our handyman, can play wherever we want him to. Being corner and ooh. Another very narrow miss by them. We are getting quite lucky with these. I mean, none of their shots have been on target. It's just their XG is high. We've had 8 shots now, 5 of them on target. So we have been more clinical in them than in executing our game plan. Our game plan hasn't changed. It's do what you can do, score goals, pass to Ford, who will pass to Abo. Otherwise, something else we've had to do. Hilton, of course, no longer pissed off. I had to sell a number of players. We'll get to that afterwards. I forgot to do that ahead of the episode. Let me go ahead and make maybe a couple of substitutions now. Davies is tiring. Leave him on for now. Ford is tiring. Chapman's ferociously. We'll switch on Andy for him. And make at least one more. I guess Ford in such a good game, though. I can't take that away from him. So we will just switch off, I guess, Kane Taylor. No. Yes? No. Josh, you can play on either corner. I think we'll switch off Jezreel. Bring on Josh Nichols. Also downgraded in ability because of the new players we brought in. That is going in. Yeah, saw that coming. That guy was free on the header on the corner. Just knocked it down to 1,000,000 people in the center. It was a well-executed set piece. No question about it. I would like to make substitutions. Wilkes has actually usually been having some pretty good games. Ford, because of his performances, has made almost every team of the week. Barring, I think, the first week is really the only one. Match is annoyingly close. I was hoping to show you some of our dominant performances. Got the king on the right, or passes it out right. Nichols is going to run forward, get held up by his defender who's outpacing him. Moon sends it over to Taylor in the midfield. Heskey plays it over to Ford. Ford is going to make a run at it and score. He always scores those. If he gets away, he scores. He's very clinical in that. And that's why I like him. His max potential now has been downgraded to only 4.5 stars, which still is a championship level player. But we're hoping that he could totally. I want to be at least 4-star potential. We need a couple of substitutes. Ford has been destroyed. He can take no more. So we'll switch on Hilton for him. Plays a winger on attack. That's perfectly fine. He's no longer kicking up a fuss because I sold some players off. And Apaya is having a bad game. We'll switch on no one. Who do we have on the bench? We got Torre and Jeffcott. Well, Torre looks like he's going on then. Go back. And Taylor can come off for Torre. Ooh, looks like we just missed out on a goal opportunity there. A long ball over the top, which we lose. We just can't seem to win these headers in the back line. Fulks, though, does a great job of bailing us out. You don't have to worry about that. It might have gone high. Hope we can keep them from getting another header. And yes, we do clear the header, but they're still on the attack. Still on the attack. Hilton can't head that. What are you doing? Okay, Heskey now. Good job stealing the ball in the midfield of Pia Forsen. Over to Linton now. Linton attacking on this left side. I mean, he's been good, but not overwhelming. He's been a solid option, getting a good number of assists in. Well, one every other game or so. Oh, here they come on the attack, and that's probably a goal. Ooh, good deflection. He gets lucky that it goes straight into Fulks' legs. Otherwise, that was going in. Probably going to pass it off to the left side or straight down the middle. Oh, he's lumping. Hate that. Hate when he lumps. Never lumps properly. Kick over the top. Again! Why can we... Oh, thank goodness, it won't stand. Why can we not seem get our back line to jump and get these headers? I guess Andy is maybe a bit shorter and not as good as some of the other back line, but it's just... We got lucky with that one. We got real lucky with that. We are mugging them. The XG... we're lucky. We're getting lucky. The long ball, again, falls into our midfield to a Pia Force into King now. Sends it over to Torre. Torre making the runner. He's not near as fast as Ford. Held up, sends it back to Nichols. Sends it to King. Abo. King Abo scores. He does. He loves doing that. 2 goals a game, 3 goals a game, and really whenever he wants. He gets in the midfield with someone passing it to him from the wing, and he just is clinical about it. Between 2 players. Looks like it was in between that guy's legs. Imagine how embarrassing that must be. Should have probably limited his game time, but he was having such a good game compared to everybody else. He was not feeling tired. Very happy with the way you played. Great job, everybody. So let's go ahead and look at the transfers. The transfer window has passed, so we're not going to be expecting to bring anybody new in. Everybody's happy. Go to transfers. Go to transfer history. Tom Cannon, who was formerly our backup, doesn't have the potential we thought he did. He's only going to be a good championship player. Oh, I say only. We brought him in for what, nothing? Yeah, we brought him in for nothing, so assuming we can sell him for anything, we've made a profit there. Finley Thorndike, he really wasn't cracking our rotation, and he was only... I mean, even now, we think he might be a good League One player. It was showing like 2.5 star, 4 star for him. An offer came along when he wasn't really on the list, and I said, yeah, well, sure, why not? We're not playing him as the shadow striker, which is really his best role. So we took it, made about 200K for him. Now, as Robert went out, he went out for free. So once this guy went out, we clapped our hands because what's his name didn't have any problems anymore. Archie Chapman, I said we brought him for 350-ish. And, I mean, that's really the only thing left. Oh, and a couple of youngsters who probably are never going to play for us. We brought in a goalie thinking he was going to be better than our current backup. He's not. He's even worse. So he doesn't play either. He's currently with the under-21s. They might kick up a fit. They might not. I don't really care. Derek Abu. Around here somewhere. But is he? Is he with the youngster squads? Might be. Yes, he's currently with the youngster squads. He can play right back or left back. Probably going to bring him into the starters because he's looking like he might be better than Jeff Cott or Nichols. Currently only 2-star current ability, so we might swap those two around, see what we end up wanting to do. You are young, you still have potential. Not that big a deal. Finances, we just spent like $750,000 to upgrade our youth setup. That's going to be done at the end of the year. We're also, as I said at the beginning of the episode, we have a new stadium on the way for housing this and probably the league above. We can also probably fit championship. We might have to build a new stadium around the whatever it's called whenever the Premier League rolls around, but that's many years off, more than likely. Sturge is injured. Ford, of course, wins his 3rd or 4th player of the match in a row. With that being said, we'll be jumping over to our next game. Right back. Okay, we're back with game number 2, at home against Lincoln. Lincoln, who are in 10th place right now. Formerly, they were higher up in the division. One change to the side. I'm going to be bringing Derek Abu off the bench. Play as kind of our versatile back option. He comes on in place of Nichols, who is not near as good as him. So we'll figure out what we want to do with Nichols. Probably just sitting down here for now. But I really need to find a way to get more people, or figure out who I want to actually play. So we do something like putting... We don't really have a replacement on for right back. I guess we could put Rodney in for him. But, oh, actually, Rodney's better. No, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be starting Rodney then. So, Folks in goal, backcourt Sturge, Chaplin, Moon, and Rodney. Taylor, Apaya, Forson, and Heskey. Midfield, Linton, Ford. Behind, King, Abo. Welsh will be coming back here soon. Probably going to bring him in for Heskey, which is where he's been playing, because he's much better set pieces, and just better overall, if not equal to Heskey. Plus, playing as the advanced playmaker is where I prefer to have someone. We just don't have anybody here who can play as the advanced playmaker. And then once he drops off the bench, we can bring on maybe like Rico Brown or Cabezas onto the bench. People are worried about today's mentality and apparently worried about the comfort. Whatever. I think we've been doing good, so please pick up where you left off last time. Get everybody motivated? Yes. Basically, the first time all season that's happened. Had people coming in and out, so they don't know the power of the fist pump. Until now. Here we go. Ooh, that's a looking blue coat. One thing I do have to say, we are currently considered a... Our city has moved because of our base of operations has moved. So we need to figure out where we want to put the city. Ford has scored, of course. I told you, anytime he gets in behind, he scores. This man is clinical. Abo passes it back. Apayaforsen sees him running forward. He comes in off the wing as an inverted winger, and just that spot right there, right on the edge of the 6-yard box, it's just perfect for him. Where he scored, I think all of his goals have come from there. So he has been clinical as can be. I wouldn't mind if we could end the season now. Us top of the playoffs, I'd like to have ended when we were actually in second place. We were in second place for all of, I think, half a game. Maybe a full game. We stopped in between when some stuff was happening. But if we can finish upper mid-table, low mid-table, not lower mid-table, but upper mid-table playoff position, very happy. King Abo, oh, so close. He was just right in front of the goalie, and there was really no way to force it between his legs. So it bounced off and did end up with the keeper. Linton now with the corner. And as per usual, nothing comes of it. And Heskey just wastes that on a really poorly chosen kick. Apparently they're playing with more discipline now. They're playing more cautiously. Considering we currently have a monstrous XG lead on them, I am not surprised. Very clinical. Walsh has already scored one or two of these free kicks thus far. He's Jaden Heskey. I've seen him score one before. He's maybe our second or third choice. I'm not exactly. Oh yeah, he's our third choice. Hilton's our second. Walsh is our first. Walsh, of course, been injured. Means it's just a beautiful, beautiful kick. Go to the dressing room. Very happy with the way things are going. Here is something more like the form we have been in. Just kind of beating teams pretty easily. Ford, and he gets clattered. No call, of course, because it was a clean tackle. Just fell on the ground. Heskey, almost. I thought he was going to shoot. Side against it. Going to pass to his left side? No. Sturge sends it over. Sturge, I think, didn't have the opportunity to control it. Sturge has been kind of a disappointment. He's been playing incredibly well, don't get me wrong. But his potential and ability are going down. He's maybe not going to be the player we thought he was when we first brought him in. So we will have to keep an eye out on that and see if we actually want to keep him here long term or try and find an upgrade at that left back position. Because currently, I think even Linton has better. Apparently, he's taking a slight injury. Let's take a look at him while we are here. 3-star current ability, 4-star potential ability. He is a player for this level, a League One standard player, potentially a championship level player. But it's fallen further and further and further. Linton, still 2.5, 5-star. He is still potentially. That's only League One standard. I mean, he's only a National League standard player now. But I'm thinking maybe Sturge is only going to be here for this year, maybe next year, and then we might be looking to sell him off. Who are we going to be bringing on for him? We're going to be bringing on left back. Jeffcott, I guess. You know what, we'll send on Andy. Andy looks like he can do a good job. Yes, he's our best actual left back. And while we're here, we'll make one more substitution. Abu's having a bad game. We're going to do something we've been doing for a while now. Hilton comes on and plays a false 9. Yes, you heard it, false 9. That was previously his best position. And then this guy goes forward. He goes on attacking. And we bring on the Mazzala. He goes as a central midfielder on attack. We basically say, everybody get forward and attack. Hilton will play back as the attacking option. Very funky, but it's worked in a couple of games we've played it in so far. Usually off the bench whenever our lead striker was injured. And also, Hilton can take these free kicks because he's much better at them. Be able to steal it there? Ooh, we did steal it, but it falls to a white boot. One of the reasons we might be having such a trouble with getting the ball is because our new center back, he is only 5'11", I believe, so it's a bit short for center backs. He does only have, cross it to Hilton. That's what we do see often as well. Counter to the center back. Usually it's Abo sitting in there, but this time Hilton was the one who came forward. Being his 5'5" frame, we can't really head it to him. So just coming down this side here. As I was saying, our new center back is only 5'11". He's only got like 10 jumping reach, but his heading's at 16. He can't jump as high as everybody else, but if he can get the header down, he controls it well. They got a couple more tired legs we can swap out. Moon can swap off for Jeffcott. Rodney will swap off for Abu, who wants to play as a defending fullback, attacking fullback. Okay, sure. Play as an attacking fullback. Fine, we're just pushing everybody forward now. 2 attacking fullbacks. 2 attacking midfielders, 2 attacking wingers. Very nice. Oh, apparently Ford is tired. I didn't realize we had one more substitution. Well, you can play the last 2 minutes. It'll be fine. With that, we have thumped another team. I'm happy with the way you played. Good job, everybody. And if form continues, as I said, we are going to be up in this range. I'm expecting probably to finish in the above the 7 to 12 range. That's where I expect. This form is not going to continue. We're going to have injuries. Something's going to happen. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and continue playing another number of games, kind of see where we continue to stand. Maybe come back somewhere at the towards the beginning of November, end of October. We'll see. We may play on further depending on how things go. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. You should watch another. Please.